Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. For a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Darnold. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Tennessee's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Dropping back, it's Tate. He's moving out of the pocket.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
looking to move it through the air. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? The option look. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Irish! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Run in the red zone, it's Darnold. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Trying to move the sticks on third down. The play action fake. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Second down coming up. Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. And off to Jones. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He'll put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
And he's dragged down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air. It's Tate. Fires to the middle. Tosses it incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Trying to get to it. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. It's caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. The back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Tate. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill, not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. Then he breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result.
He'll start this drive firing. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Tate. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now on the option. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. Strong, firm tackle. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Here come the Irish back on offense. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
To have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. With jet sweep pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He hurls one deep down the left side, and it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. And it'll be down right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're trying to get to it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very agile. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that pass intercepted. He was thinking big. But boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Obliterates him, still on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll put the tight end in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Goes to the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to out...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. On the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wells. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 48, Tennessee.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him up.
To the 13.
Defense comes out to start the next drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Tate. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes his connection.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Vols are on the move. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 55, Tennessee.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they got him for the sack. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Finds a man on the left. And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Tennessee. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. To throw, it's Tate. Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. At the 45, on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get the...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Tate. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. Got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter. I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive quarterback. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
On the option. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain.
Run an offense when you're going to pitch the ball and you're going to lateral. There's danger to it, right? There's reading things that have to happen when you pitch it. Don't get hit while you're pitching it so it goes all over the place. Great job by the defense being disciplined, understanding, causing the fumble, recovering the fumble, creating a big turnover for this team.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Pocket starts to... What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Well, this was an offense.